for the first qualifier here. So we're glad to be back, I hope. And we've had a lot of action before the top 16 section of this stream. But here, now we're getting started with the real, the meat and bones. It's FT3s from here on. You can't complain about crazy volatility because you get a lot more time and space to figure out and adapt back, right? So, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. We saw some great matches in top 16. I think you'll see a lot of players who've been here before. We have E.Honda and Tony. We have Prince and Badshamia. These guys make it through winners so often that these are matches we've seen plentiful of times before. We'll get to see them today as well. And let's see what's changed with Season 3. These players haven't played in a tournament setting in 6 months, 7 months, I think, at this point. And in losers, we have Noobrito and DevilSim. E.Honda and 50-50. Again, Noobrito, Devil, and E.Honda have made top 8 before, through winners, through losers. But I think 50-50 hasn't made it to top 8 before. So it's their first time in top 8. It's a new face. It's a Marisa player if you didn't see top 16 earlier when we were streaming. So that'll be exciting to see for sure. Seeing a new character, a new player in our top 8 bracket in World Warrior.
All right. Yeah, Marisa, and it's a new player at that. So here, we do have a new face coming in. Let's see if this is enough to somehow shake up the bracket. We'll see. So we have Anik versus Tony 97. That's something that we saw last time where it was Terry from Anik that went down against the Manon from Tony 97. So but in the tournament, since Anik was able to adapt back and pretty much get the same outcome that we've seen in so many tournaments. But here, Prince versus Badshamia, that's match we've seen many times yet. So Noobrito versus DevilSim, last time it was Noobrito struggling with the Dhalsim matchup. Oh my god, we keep confusing DevilSim and Dhalsim all night. Right,
they are interchangeable. They're one.
Yeah, they are one and the same for sure. And E.Honda versus 50-50. Yeah, 50-50 is actually really good at adaptations, if I have to say so. He doesn't seem to be someone who strikes you as they know the ins and outs of every mechanic, every interaction, that sort of player, but they figure it out as it goes along, and it's a good adaptation when it works out.
Absolutely. And if this is your first time watching World Warrior, we welcome you, of course. Today is the first event of 5 we're going to have for South Asia as a region. This region is Bangladeshi players, there's players from Sri Lanka, Bhutan, Nepal, and India. And if you don't know how World Warrior works, there's 24 regions that are all going to have these World Warrior events. And then 28 competitors are going to be sent to Capcom Cup 12. You're going to qualify for Capcom Cup 12. So even for South Asia, whoever wins after these 5 events gets into a regional finals and wins that gets sent to Capcom Cup 12, which is crazy. We also have an insane prize pool, especially for the region. We have $6,800 total prize pool. The first placing player will get $2,000. The second placing player will get $1,500. Third placing player will get $1,000. Fourth, $700. Fifth, $500. And seventh, $300. So even just qualifying, coming 7th, that's a lot of money. And these competitors who are in top 8 have also won these prize pools in the past, of course. The point system I explained earlier as well, I'll just explain it again. Coming first is 50 points, coming second is 40, and then it goes on as so in 5-point increments. So third is 35, fourth is 30, and so on till 17th. 25th will be 3 points, 33rd will be 2 points, 49th will be 1 point. We'll have 5 events. They go on until essentially November, where we'll have our regional finals. So if you want to see the bracket, just put ! brackets in the chat. And if you want to check out the socials to keep abreast of all the things that are happening, that'll be ! socials. I think that about covers all the groundwork that you need to know. And now it's all games.
All right. I'm sure the audience cannot wait to see more of this action out here.
Absolutely, me neither. I think we'll even keep doing predictions in the chat so you can predict who you're going to see. Tony and Anik. Tony has beaten Anik before in winners, I believe. Tony won the competition through winners, beating SI in winners finals. these players both must have been playing. Do they play that much against each other? Maybe friendlies, maybe rank? Is that something that's been happening in the last 6-7 months since we saw them compete?
It's certainly, let's just say, it's certainly been going on more often than before. So there are certainly more casual matches than before going on in the scene between people who otherwise would not play each other. Let's put it that way. But yeah, overall, it's like there's a bit more interchange of ideas and communication going on. So as for that, like Tony always has that sort of gambler's mindset. Like there are moments he will go all in on a decision and he won't hesitate, right? Yeah, and we just got news from production that we are about to get started. So yeah. Let's see if the best side of gamblers, the Tony the Gambler comes out. Or is it E.Honda with his overall adaptation, like long-term like adaptations going on that win the day?
Absolutely. We're seeing Manon versus Akuma, SI versus Tony, our first game of winners top 8.
Alright, E.Honda already representing the stand light kick and the forward medium kick. And really like tools of the trade for Akuma as he's looking to establish himself in the footy. E.Honda coming in with the strike throw mix, getting some momentum for itself.
Yeah, good idea there from Tony.
Yeah,
I think to show that early on is pretty good for how that'll influence E.Honda's fireball game. As you had pointed out earlier, the jump spacing is great, gets the hit in, 1 medal for Tony in the corner. Let's just pure command grab. 3 medals for Tony, now has a nice health lead as well. Catches the drive rush. Oh, I wonder if there could have been more there, but maybe not.
Relatively strong start for Tony, but one thing I noticed very early on in this game here, like E.Honda has regenerated a very big amount of drive gauge. Like he spent 3 bars on the drive gauge cancel, and then he zoned Tony and pretty much got all three of those bars back. So he's been managing his resources very well in the long run. From my observation already, like that's
and came back from behind as well, playing pretty safe so far from E.Honda. Like he's keeping his distance, he understands what Tony can present and how quickly that can snowball into a round. A good start again from E.Honda. Oh, didn't catch the jump. Good stuff from Tony. Didn't go for a metal conversion yet. Has 3, which is pretty good. Oh, just walks in and a grab. Should be presenting some fireballs. Drive rush is in, but nothing.
E.Honda is saying to Tony, "Hey, if you want to walk up and grab me, I can do a version of that myself. Like, it's not a tool I don't know how to deal with, basically." But Tony eats an EXGP. Unfortunately, over here, E.Honda is actually lower on the drive gauge. Does not get baited over there. Tony does DI, but E.Honda is there with the answer. This will be a level 3. No hanky-panky, no nonsense. Straight up going for justice.
Yeah, 1 game from E.Honda, 2 rounds in a row. Looking really good. I think E.Honda does respect Tony's ability, especially in the Crow's range with Manon. He is really looking out for those opportunities and so far making the most of them as well. Nothing too committal, nothing too risky. As you see him, he walks back as well way more than he does in most matchups. Making the most of it.
Compared to a
nice fireball there.
Like, Manon does not exactly possess the ability to just suddenly just go into drive rush out of nowhere.
Yes, has one of the weaker drive rushes in the game for sure. Can get caught as well pretty easily. Catches that with a whiff punish, doesn't get more though.
Like, if a lot of us are really good at crosscuts in the BD side of the team, Tony is really good with walk under. Like, he will rarely get hit trying to walk under someone because I don't know, maybe it's his intuition or that she just processes those sorts of jumps really well. He will walk under you very confidently in a lot of cases, and a lot of people lose corner to him because of that. And speaking of which, he is able to get the mix going, gets the command grab at 3 medals right over here, not looking too shabby at all. Akuma wins the conversion.
Absolutely, another fireball goes in. Respecting that space still in the corner. Tony trying to get out. I'm liking the fireball, but of course there's the risk presented with the jump in. Tony's timing has been pretty good with it as well. Okay, walks in, tries to contest with the lights. Good space jumps from Tony. Very patient plays from both players. Gets caught, but nothing more yet. Man, both players playing really tight in the neutral so far. Not giving each other too much. Slightly low on drive as well. Oh, just goes to the overhead. Connects. Now taking some space. Really good jump. Just lets go of the level 1 there. Maybe trying to put him in burnout, but not yet.
Oh. Alright. That gets him low. Can he seal the deal? Can he? Yes,
oh.
Did actually not jump there. Oh, alright. The check was there. So that's actually
double dash forward.
Yeah, the double dash, that's actually a tool Tony likes to use a fair bit. Like, he will have level 3, store it up, and literally dash up in your face and catch you while you're trying to counter check him with a jab. And he'll just like get a counter hit level 3 on you. It's pretty wild. But,
okay, nice catch on the dive kick, yes. Now goes early for a command grab, 2 medals for Tony. Catching all the buttons, this is such a good round, look at that. Perfect parry, might get a side change. Okay, this is the moment to do something. I think he missed the drive rush there, instead just parry came out. Okay, now gonna start doing the throw loop.
Anik does have a drive gauge lead on him, however slight. Burns out.
Okay, in burnout. Okay, gets the button there on counter.
Ooh, backdash. He was probably reading his code there. So, that was
the confirm. Oh my god. Damage. Very
low. It was really bad for Tony over there. And Tony actually plays Akuma. So there's certain habits he has where he will go into Adamant Flame and throw you off of the reset. Right? In the middle of a combo. So he was reading that over there. So the things you do with the character tend to show like what you think is OP with the character, right?
Right.
So it goes sort of along with that reasoning, and that cross-up jump works out for Tony. Gets 3 medals on the board. The drive rush is not checked, but the overhead does get blocked. E.Honda gets Tony to the corner. Will this round go the same way? Tony eats the fireball. Manages
to... Look at the reset, gets 4 medals in. Oh, that should be really bad. 5 medals and a round for Tony. This is scary now for E.Honda. 5 medal Manon is a 2-hit killer. Just needs those wins and interactions now, and Tony has been getting a bunch of counter hits in and converting them really well as well.
The wins favor Tony.
Slowly just walking E.Honda away.
5 medals and 3 bars of super meter on the conversation. Tries to go for a cheeky overhead into more spice, but more sauce. But no, nothing yet. Tony 97 gets checked back. One of those fireballs was perfect, and it gets swept over there on the spin kick. Tony.
Yeah, I'm loving the patience from Tony. You know, he knows he has it, but he's not trying to be impatient about using it. Okay, is that something? I don't think so, and that could be really bad. There is the level 3 behind, drops it, and that could be it for the round. Not yet. Just needs one more hit, Tony, to take one more game. Wait a second. No! No!
It doesn't kill. It doesn't kill. I don't see any kanji. It doesn't kill.
Okay, both players with no health. Just anything. No, just the fireball connects. And Tony's out for it.
Oh my god. He did the demon. E.Honda is channeling his inner Daigo Umehara.
Also presenting the overhead a lot with the drive rush so far. Both players also had the small drops and combos in the last round. E.Honda 2 games up, Tony 1 game. Really close so far though. It's really hard to call it still.
E.Honda navigating his use of overhead drive rush is a very common theme for him. He represents that tool so much. He is really good at being conscious at manipulating the frequency, at how often he uses it, right? So it's a very like let's say it's a very key staple of his like his mind games.
Right.
Yeah, from a game plan standpoint, right.
So far playing really tight, hasn't let Tony do much, taken healthy health lead just from getting hits here and there. Lovely weight on the charge with the fireball. Just walks away, not being too impatient. Another sweep attempt and gets it. Look at that.
Manon is not a character who has the luxuries of getting something off of every crouching medium kick, possibly. Like, she has to earn her space in when she lands first. Oh, he was still able to get something with sweep over there, and the overhead lands, but Anik unable to really convert off of that. I'm not exactly sure what's going on, if the connection is maybe less than perfect here, but
possibly. But yeah, just giving some space, walking back. Tony, oh, upsetting with the jump. Oh, that has to be some sort of error. It's going to be a huge combo. Drops it. I thought that could have been the end with the level 3. Not yet. Does have a huge health lead. Just the, oh my god, that is some disrespect for sure. 2 normal overheads into the aerials, the DT, anti-air, and Ionic wins 3-1. The double overhead in neutral is crazy.
I'm pretty sure that was Bachamiya versus the Blanka.
Oh!
Luke, okay.
Okay, let's see it. I love the Bachamiya Luke for sure. I don't think he's a bad character by any account, it's just he keeps going down in tier list because other characters keep getting better. Especially in terms of Shotos, where right now he might just be the least selected of the
relative power level. Oh wait, he did a standing heavy kick. Basha, please don't go down the route of certain other loops.
I can't do that again, no, that's not happening again. But let's see if we can use that move in a way that, you know, does get a lot of value out. But it's yet to be seen.
Like if you're using the move enough to make stop your opponent from doing certain things, then you have established something with it, right?
Absolutely.
So sometimes you want to think along those lines, and yeah, I think this is pretty much a round for Bachamiya here. He does commit the level 1. No reason not to.
I also saw there's a new route here that opens up where you can get 2 DPs in the corner. Yeah, so Luke did get a few nice things. Okay, nice. Plus there with the elbow. Man, getting a lot of stray hits in on Prince so far. Okay, nice. Just the OD reversal there, trying to create some space. Perfect parry. This can be a punish, and he gets it. Again in the corner. What is he gonna go for? DP, simple con. Oh, what a lovely shimmy. It looks really bad. This could be a death right now with level 1.
Oh, they popped it. Oh, okay. I think Prince sort of let go of his controller for us this second, probably.
Yeah. I think he was expecting the level 1 and then just went. Oh, because people when they panic, I think just go for the throw.
Yeah.
So I think in his mind he was like throw tech it, and he just shimmied instead.
As someone who sometimes plays really long sessions with Bacha, I get the feeling that he knew what the combo was and what the input was there, but he was just like, I'll probably drop it right now, so I don't feel confident in committing the level 2, right? I don't know what it is, but I just get the gut feeling there. Anyways, it's a big drive gauge and health lead for Prince right now. As it stands, Prince seems to be coming with a vengeance. Ooh, Bachamiya gets the corner, things could turn.
Yeah, this is where it could get bad. Lovely reaction on the DP there. Prince desperately trying to get out. Nice airball. And a reaction in turn. Look at that. And doesn't react to the DI. Gets a wall splat. And is this enough with the level 1 and the level 2 there? You see it. Yes, I think this is a round for Bachamiya. 3 rounds in a row for Bacha now. Prince not really showing us what he has just yet. Maybe not being able to pull it off yet.
Something seems to be off.
Look at that, all starts, right? Just gets DP'd instantly.
Yeah,
hops in and gets
able to walk up.
Yes.
No,
okay, nice side change.
Didn't work, but he's always ready with the jab checks.
Yeah, the hops are getting caught so often.
Yeah, also the drive
try to bait something out.
Like a lot of approach options from Prince are being stopped straight up by jabs and standing jabs from Bacha. Something in
Bacha looking really good.
Something in gameplay has changed. I'm not sure exactly what.
Okay, and there we go. Okay, nice. Just goes for the option he knows that Bacha was going to try to delay it.
He read the shimmy attempt, for sure.
Yeah, level 2 is where he can try to steal this round right now. Okay, catches him with a punish counter throw. That's going to be a lot of damage. In burnout now, this is an option. This is a chance now for Prince to take this game. Just the walk-up throw in really low health now. Any light, anything should connect and kill. Nice throw from Prince. Let's see what he can do now. DI.
Level 1. Okay. He was.
Interestingly timed DI as well. I didn't expect it there.
Bacha tried to dash up and fish for counter hits, basically, and with the
Yeah.
crouching jab. I've caught him with that option a few times, so I guess he started using it as a tool. It happens when you spar with people, I guess.
Yeah, it is a lot of pattern recognition for sure. Nice dash in after the Blanka ball goes in. We'll get some nice damage into level 3. Huge health lead for Bachamiya here. He's gonna get a bunch of drive back. This is looking really, really bad for Prince in game 2. That was so. I thought that could have been the round. Not yet.
Just flat out expected Prince to block there, but here,
Look at that heavy kick. Look at that heavy. That's the heavy kick. That's how you connect it. Let's go.
It worked.
Yeah. Good use there to catch the counter. 2-0 now for Badshah. Maybe he's taking a second because I do not think Prince is going to change characters. I don't think it's a good idea either. But, you know, Blanka is, I think, his strongest by the margin for sure compared to his other characters. But, you know, you never know. You know, so some characters you might just feel more comfortable with. Like, he does have the pocket Zangief. We have seen in the World Warrior events. He does have the pocket Dhalsim we saw earlier.
Alright.
And on that note, we're seeing the Dhalsim. Yeah.
Alright. So
let's see how this is gonna play out. You know, it's gonna change his game plan by a lot compared to how it was with Blanka. And for Badshah also, it's gonna have to be an adjustment. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I have to say though, I don't think Badshah's played Luke against Dhalsim for a while. Yeah, he actually struggled with Luke against Dhalsim for a fair bit. I think he needs Akuma. So this match, if anything, I'd favor Prince actually. But, yeah, I mean, I'm just making a read, I guess, off of
for sure.
tendencies. But
nice catch on the teleport into nice conversion, drive reversal to just keep the distance there. I think it could definitely play, yeah, because we have seen Badshah struggle against DevilSim's Dhalsim in the last season.
Yeah.
Till that one point, he became absolutely triumphant in that matchup. You remember, I think, and then he just started beating DevilSim consistently. So I do see that maybe muscle memory coming back, but Prince does play the character very different from how DevilSim plays it. He does use the normals a lot. He does try to be way more annoying, I think, than DevilSim does. And yeah, good first round from Prince now. Let's see what Bachamiya is going to do in terms of adjustments. The walks so far are getting caught.
But yeah, as Boop, I don't see him getting much ground as well. But those checks are there. So you said the float was buffed, right? From Dhalsim?
Yes, the float cancels are quicker and the float in air is twice as fast as it used to be. So in some punish counter situations, when you do float cancel and then float forward, you can extend some combos with some heavier buttons. And also up fire ball is now like a launcher. So you do get the level 2, I think, as an extension there. So yeah, some new options, but yeah, the tech gets caught around the piece. Badshah now on set point can definitely steal this round, you know, even if he's on the back foot for the most of it.
He exploited Prince's pro tech twice. 2 shimmies in a very short time, I'd say. So let's see when the next time that shows up. But let's see what happens let's see what the next interaction is between these two players over here.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm loving Badshah's patience. Catches the teleport again, doesn't get the conversion because of the trade.
This time
okay, nice.
One to shimmy.
Right. Nice throw there from Badshah. Drive rush in into a nice. Look at that, just goes for the low. This is when it gets scary for Dhalsim because of the universal nerfs as well.
The punish on the drive reversal is there. He will cash out on the level 3. There's not exactly a good reason to not cancel. So it's the last round.
Nice.
Let's see what happens over here.
Oh my god! You don't see that option too much. And just again, as you had pointed out, he's staying at that great range, just baiting out the throw and then just getting a nice whiff punish on it. 3-0 Bachamiya Prince. The Dhalsim looking slightly better than the Blanka, but not enough. Yeah, it is a move you want to throw as much as you want. And we're seeing the Guile against the Ken. Let's see it. Both characters that have gone down, I think, slightly for most people in the tier list. Still very, very, very strong, both of them. Let's see it.
Let's go. Alright. So this is certainly more common than like Ken versus Dhalsim, but still, let's see here.
Yeah, I also have to point out we're seeing so many more perfect parries than I was expecting. You know, for Season 3 just came out, so people are still adjusting to the new perfect parry system, but these players are doing it like nothing's changed almost.
Yeah,
Oh, nice overhead. Look at the reaction on the connection there. Gets some good damage, catches the jump as well with the DP. And the Jinrai, oh, baits it out, frustrates him. And this could be it. 1 round for Noobrito. Quick rounds, great aggression. Really liking it. This is what I really love about Noobrito's play.
Good reads right there.
Yes.
Noobrito is really good at adjusting on the fly for a lot of things, but he still needs to get his composure under control. Sometimes he'll go later on in the set and drop a key combo and then chill for a bit, but his basics and fundamentals are really solid. I've always noticed that about him, and his reactions are still young man reactions. If he keeps it up, he'll never lose them young man reactions. Maybe when he's in his 30s and 40s, he'll be like reacting like a spring chicken. But here,
you can only hope. Oh!
That should be the end. DevilSim with a huge life lead before this should be able to close that out.
Look at the training lab combo there. But the level 1 gets 1 round apiece. DevilSim making sure Noobrito knows, you know, it's not going to be an easy victory yet. Okay, nice. Uses that with the drive rush to go in. Doesn't get the punish there just yet. Drive rush in from the Guile.
The throw whip shimmy, bro.
We see that a lot at, you know, higher level players still. Okay, nice. Jinrai catches him again with the counter hit. Jump in DP. Look at that overhead. Nice conversion, man. The reaction and just the awareness on this kid is crazy. Catches him jumping, puts him back in the corner. Oof. It feels like Noobrito's always doing something, presenting something, some idea.
He has the presence of mind to not follow through with the target combo after he saw his opponent trying to jump out on the planet, right? So
yes.
A lot of people would end up trying to finish that target combo maybe because they saw the hit spot. Ooh, the EX Jinrai out. Just calling out that you're gonna be pressing a button right after my block string. Whoa.
Man, he's so impressive.
Yeah.
Every time I watch Noobrito play, it's so impressive. Yeah. He also, I think, always wins with like some style points as well. And, oh, look at that reaction! Just the OD DP catches him, tries to go for the overhead, but gets hit with the Sonic Boom. Okay, nice catch on the drive rush into the corner. Oh, lovely shimmy. Gets a nice Ken combo with the Jinrai, OD reversal, creates some distance there. Is gonna follow in, was still in the parry animation, didn't get it, and OD Fireball catches him, goes in and finishes the round. 1 more round for Noobrito. Looking really slick.
He's on fire right now.
Absolutely.
He is absolutely controlling the pace of everything right now. DevilSim is looking a little out of sorts here. What a clean whiff punish, not going into the target combo, but going into the crush immediately after. Optimizing his touches. DevilSim, however, does have a life lead right now. The EX Fireball game has been played really well by Noobrito for the time
Absolutely.
being. But DevilSim seems to be adjusting to the timing over there and adjusting his spacing so that he doesn't exactly always come out with a hit being taken on his side.
Look at that! Catch on the drive rush! This is it! I feel like this might just force Devil to go for Dhalsim. As you said, Noobrito looks absolutely on fire right now. He's catching everything. Noobrito does not play like someone who's been playing this game for just 2 years. The maturity in his decision making is so high. It is always a pleasure to see. Yeah, there you go. On cue, it feels like we're going back to the select screen. The guy is being taken off. You know, he's being substituted. You know, put me in coach for the Dhalsim. But yeah, Noobrito looks absolutely amazing, man. I only have compliments for that kid, I think.
Yeah, it's going really amazing over there. It's like how he always seems to be like one step ahead of like DevilSim on the Guile, and DevilSim sticks with the Guile actually. Like
I respect it.
We all thought he's gonna switch to Dhalsim, but hey, he is standing his ground over here.
Yeah. I like when players stick with their, stick with their guts, because changing characters is also an adjustment for the player making the change. You know, you can you can just decide that, okay, I need to lock in with the character you're playing right now. You know this matchup isn't too unfairly in anybody's advantage. We've always heard that this might be actually Guile favored. But yeah, let's go into it.
Noobrito, drive rush sweep. He knows what's up.
You know, he was even doing sweep on Sonic Boom charges. Like, he knows everything. Lovely DI there from DevilSim though. Let's see, man.
That look, it's not just you that's gonna get you good DI reactions. I got him too. Like, but I would
have liked to see a better side change combo maybe. But yeah, maybe just forgot. Lovely dash back. Goes in, knows. Oh, look at the reactions on the young man. Let's see what you do now. Wait out. You have to wait it out before you get some drive back, and now it's there. All the options present themselves. Catches him low, goes in. Look at the run stop into the overhead. Man, he just plays so slick. Nice, perfect parry. Tries to catch the drive rush there, but not yet. This could be the end.
DevilSim dropped it. Whoa.
Yeah, good call out, but you know. I don't think it was like Devil noticing it, but yeah, good attempt.
Alright, so that's gonna be DevilSim's momentum over here. I'm not sure exactly what he stopped. Maybe there was a mission put over here. It was top DX flat from Noobrito. Noobrito gets the Jinrai off, gets the drive rush. Oki going off the overhead. Does not really lead to anything substantial over there. Missing was probably over there on the D-pad. I'm not exactly sure what happened. No conversion off of the scan medium kick for Noobrito's scan. DevilSim backing off. Gets the bazooka knee. Starts something off.
Oof. Yeah, good OD reversal there from Noobrito. DevilSim getting into a rhythm now in his play. I'm really liking it. He's playing way more aggressive than he was earlier, presenting a lot of options on screen. Catches it with the OD fireball. Is he going to go into the level 3? He does. In burnout, should get it back a bit sooner. I don't think this is the end yet, but let's see. It's a CA, and it is! One round, Noobrito on set point. 2-0 game 3. Does Noobrito have it? Can he stop DevilSim's momentum? Great jump in on round start. Look at this. Okay, gets countered there. Nice punish counter. Jumps in. Noobrito has the DP ready. Drive rush in, just walks back trying to bait something out. Not anything yet. Okay. Punish counter there from DevilSim, catching the end of the parry there. Some Jinrai shenanigans. Let's see it. Okay, neither player getting a hit on the interaction just yet. Okay, look at the drive rush. Light.
Noobrito's going in for the kill over here. DevilSim trying to face out, trying to play with his real estate to whatever degree he can. DevilSim is gonna be able to go in for the CA. He should have Noobrito at risk of getting burnt out, and that is exactly where you do not want to be against Guile, as against any zoner. Now, Noobrito, facing his parries perfectly, does get the magic jump to win 3-0 over DevilSim.
Wow, I believe in the last 2 World Warriors he just didn't have a main, but with the buffs to Honda recently, I think he has decided he is E.Honda and he's gonna stick with the character. And yeah, I'm very happy to see he had a bit of a slump as well. He wasn't making top 8s last time. Didn't make top 8 for the regional finals either. So this time I'm happy to see him in the top 8 in the first event already. But also going against a player who's never made top 8 but doing really well so far with the Marisa, who also has gotten her share of buffs. So yeah, exciting match between 2 conventionally low tiers in losers. Lovely spacing there from 50-50 is gonna get some nice damage. Baits it out, and this could be the end of the first round. Calls it out, it's over. Round 1 for 50-50's Marisa.
50-50 coming out, straight out of the gate, looking like he's ready for this matchup, whichever direction it may turn. But Bihan now looking to prove him wrong and looking to pretty much steal his steam there. Like that command grab looked versatile almost. Oh, alright, the grab on the armor stance from...
Yeah, good awareness on maybe... Okay, great response from Haunt there with a perfect round. I think it's like with Marisa you can start getting used to her options, you know, start countering them slowly. But it does take that 1 second of adjustment. Nice OD headbutt there. I was really expecting a heavy punch there, possibly to whiff punish the Superman punch. nothing yet.
Adaptations already is what it seems like from Beyond side, but now 50-50 already has him in burnout. Forced to spend a super there. Another, oh my god, this is actually insane.
Yeah, great reactions from Hon.
Is scrambling over there for and 3 of them in a row.
Oh god. Oh
I
god.
do believe we have the name cards mixed up because I got a little flustered there. I do believe that deserves a changing at the earliest possible convenience.
You know how like the BD players never miss an DP? It feels like Hon never misses the level 1 of the champion. He always gets it right. Yeah, but great reaction, response from E.Honda. Now putting 50-50 quickly in burnout, great headbutt. This is looking really bad in the corner. Now he can be really scary with the slaps, absolutely.
Yeah.
Good option there as the counter, I really like it. But might be a little less, too late. And another round for E.Honda.
50-50 is getting burnt out really quickly over here. And wow, he Kara cancelled into the butt slam. I don't think I've seen that one before.
He loves that option now. He's been doing that a lot. I think it's because he knows that people might start thinking he's going to go into the command grab. So he's just presenting another option there.
Right, if he's a neutral jump, I guess. Ooh. Alright, that's it. Conversion there. E.Honda looking like he has it figured out. 50-50 is quite at a loss here from the looks of things.
I don't know if you remember, but I know E.Honda has played Marisa as well in World Warrior. It feels like he lost the first round and he was like, wait, I know Marisa. I know how to play against this character. I know how to play as this character. I should be winning. It just feels like he was like, oh, I know the matchup. I could just do this. And suddenly the whole advantage between the two players has turned around. But that should be a great punish in the corner. 50-50. Take this round. It's yours to win.
Take
this from the jaws of defeat. Lovely anti-air. Look at that air-to-air there.
Rocket combo. Carry on the TI.
Oh my god. Great dash back. 50-50 is not over at all. Huge signs of life. Great round there. Would love to see more of that. Just keep doing that. Whatever you're doing, man. That's work. Look at that great mix-up. 50-50.
Oh, tried to go for a delayed button it seems, but E.Honda was earlier to the chase over there. Was able to get the counter hit, but 50-50 not exactly knocked down from there by any means. E.Honda has a chance to run some of his offense over here, but does not seem to be going for any opportunity right there. 50-50. Jumping back, but unable to contain the butt slams and so on. This should be the end of the round for 50-50 as E.Honda should be able to not even spend super.
This is the new routing, I feel like he wouldn't have gotten that kill before this patch. But now these combos are just that slightly better. You just get that slightly more damage and helps you finish out rounds like these. Really important round for E.Honda now, and now in set point, gets the command grab early. Huge health lead, has a 50% health lead, hasn't gotten hit just yet. Okay, let's see it. Goes to the command grab of his own. Really good option. This is where he can start something. Cannot afford to lose this round at all. But as I was saying that, I think the level 3 should be coming out any second, and there it is. Is this it? Is this set point to 3-0 game win for E.Honda? We're about to find out, and it is 3-0 E.Honda 50-50. Oh, great adjustments from E.Honda. It felt like he just instantly locked in after the first round loss and hungrier than they were before.
Started off here.
And with that
versus Princess Blanka. Let's see how much Noobrito has grown in these past months. Starts off with a clean whiff punish off the stand medium kick. Prince looking to perhaps stuff a button there with that button from Blanka. I forgot exactly what it's called. Forward heavy punch perhaps. The DP not quite there for Noobrito.
Twice he caught him with the slide, really good.
Yeah.
But Noobrito showing him that he knows how to catch the Blanka hops. Oh nice, look at the run cancels. You go for the low there. And the overhead, but the timing was slightly off. Noobrito in burnout, gets hit with the DI. Is he gonna go for a side change? Yes. Brings out the Blanka Chan. That can be scary when you're on burnout in particular.
Oh,
Just the simple DI
yeah.
for the ball splat. This should be one round up for Prince. Quick round, 56 seconds. Both players, I know both of these players love their aggression. You know, I love seeing two aggressive players go against each other. Baits out the DP early in the round.
Noobrito did not walk up. Make sure he got that. If you walked up or happened to be walking up, there was a space for him to react to that and get him cleanly out the air, but that is not what we saw over there. Noobrito does get a chance to possibly get some corner pressure down here, get some big damage racked up on the board. The down ball from Prince over there. Apologies on my part. Ooh, the whiff punish. Not enough there for Prince just yet, as he does drop that conversion. But Noobrito has been doing a lot of empty jump-ins lately. I'm not exactly sure if this is like some meta pattern building up on his habits, or if it's something a lot more intentional. Prince does manage to do that ball over there. And
Yeah, one game for Prince.
Yeah.
I think in terms of aggression, Prince, you know, I think with Blanka as a character, he also has those heavy mix-ups with Blanka Chan in. And as we talk about always, I think every World Warrior, which is everybody has Ken matchup experience. You know, and you can see that when the game starts in the spacings and the options, and of course, as Prince has played against Ken a lot. And in terms of the aggression on both players, I think so far Prince has been able to make the right decisions, as you said, with the OD Blanka ball and the corner situation. That is one of Blanka's greatest escape routes in the corner. You know, so you have to keep that in mind. You pointed out Noobrito is doing a lot of empty jumps, but then not going for a grab or not even like pressing a button. He's sometimes even walking back to possibly get a shimmy in. Hasn't got much value from it yet. Oh, round start! OD command grab. Let's go. Side change, doesn't get the hit there.
Counter hit.
Oh, lovely catch.
The Jinrai coming in. So the thing about Ken against for Prince is over here in this matchup is that the Indian community, if I say so, I mean, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, has a lot of skills from what I've seen.
We have
like, yeah, this is something in abundant supply. So he is very surely like aware of everything in the matchup, but something is different from DevilSim versus Prince here. Like, maybe there's overall patterns in Noobrito's play that Prince is able to exploit that DevilSim wasn't. Or maybe it's something just different in the matchup. Maybe Noobrito's just a lot more comfortable fighting Guile than he is versus, say, Dhalsim or Blanka. Like something a little rare.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that is definitely a thing that works out in this matchup, you know, on both sides. There aren't that many strong Blankas, whereas there are a lot of strong Kens, you know, in most regions, and our region as well, as you pointed out. There's way too many Kens in our region, so you always get the matchup. Great cross jump there from Prince. Is going to go into the level 2, is going to get a lot of value now, can really bother Noobrito, especially if he's not going to let go of the DP into level 3. Can another DP come in? Yes, is very aware of that fact. What was that? Okay.
I'm not sure. What is going on, bro?
That was 4 DPs within 5 seconds, but it works out. 1 round for Noobrito. Okay, good jump in from Noobrito. The Jinrais are coming out, gets the overhead in. Okay, look at the reaction.
Noobrito adapting back, it seems.
Yeah, good adaptations. Has taken Prince to the corner. Prince just bunker balls out of the corner, goes straight.
He was trying to cross cut there for sure, because the way that fireball came out, it definitely looked like a cross cut attempt. But
yeah, in this game that happens a lot. You're right. Side, no side change. Okay, look at that. Now going for the complete DI mix, but just gets hit, gets the nice side change. Is he gonna go into level 2? Yeah, just let's go.
Do not test a young man's reactions on the DI.
Yes, it'll never work out.
It.
Oh, look at that. Was ready with the ODDP. Just
Our
jumps back.
50-year-old over here. Okay, level 2 from Prince coming in. What kind of mix is he gonna go for? This is one touch that could determine everything else moving forward. Noobrito is in burnout. Prince trying to go for shimmies. Noobrito reads correctly on the tech over there. Trying to go for some sort of Dragon Lash.
No, look at that in the corner now. Both players in burnout. Goes for the side change. Oh my god, anything could kill for Noobrito right now. What an option! What an option!
Wow! Wow.
Amazing option from Noobrito. Knew if anything Prince moved closer, that should have been the kill, and that was it. Tried to catch the drive rush there, it was a trade. Oh my god,
that was an insane round right there.
Great game, yeah, from Noobrito.
Both these players just playing their heart out. It's just
Absolutely.
going through every interaction.
You remember what I was saying? Some people are hungry, they don't want to lose. These are those two players.
Yeah.
They don't want to lose. They have so much heart.
Yeah, these people are really good at that part of at shutting down that part of themselves that's trying to preemptively set themselves up for a consolation prize, right?
Yes.
And yeah, I found that quite like what you talked about this with like yeah, a lot of people can relate to this. I feel like they just suddenly lose that hunger, and it's something we all have to wrestle with, you know, like. You have to tell yourself, this is not enough. And there we go. Noobrito, truly showing his hunger over here, is in the lead in the set. Interrupts that leap. Is not falling for Prince's reaction checks right now. Does him suddenly be in control? EXGP right over there. Ooh. Alright. Prince trying to find his way back in, gets a grab.
Yes, just drive rush grab. Yeah, it definitely feels like he's trying to get his mojo back. Lovely Jinrai to get a whiff punish against Prince. Both players keeping some space in. He is catching every single hop. Should be going into level 3. No, not yet. Okay, level 2. This is the decider right now. He needs to make the most of this, but he also knows Noobrito has those reactions. If he tries to do Blanka ball, maybe there's a DP. Level 3 on the DI, and Noobrito takes another game against Prince. He is not missing any single reaction check.
Our 15-year-old is on fire. You do not test this guy's reactions. Prince has tried to go for a DI twice, but I'm sorry, buddy, you're gonna have to do better to hide those DIs, because unless you do, you are not getting past this guy's reactions. He's gonna be able to do super reactions to DIs pretty frequently nowadays, so you do not want to go down that route. You do not want to be thinking down that route, because you will be consuming unnecessary mental resources. And now, if I hear the sounds correctly, we go back into the match once more, and this time it is the Dhalsim from Prince. Prince is looking to exploit the supposed lack of knowledge on the part of Noobrito here. Let's see if it stands out for him. He is
I'm so excited, man. I think Noobrito knows, you know, I think, as you said, he can smell the blood. Having made Prince change characters, that's already, he knows he's getting close, you know? He can taste victory now. He's on game 4, 2 games up against the Dhalsim, and we've seen him. Oh, with the DI, as you said! You cannot test reactions anymore. This guy is playing way too hot right now. He's catching everything. I'm telling you, he's gonna catch the teleports as well. You know, this is not... Look at what I said.
Let's go.
Look at that, man.
Roll energy, let's go.
He can't go wrong right now.
Was not necessary, but he could have done it there. But there we go, the jump.
FR, did you see that? 3 perfect parries, knew he's gonna go again, just did the jump in. Is now on set point against Prince. Against Prince's Dhalsim, having beaten his Blanka. This player is not the same player we saw last season. This is a different Noobrito we're seeing here today. Is on set point. Can he do this? Can he just close this out?
Prince not exactly using those far-reaching anti-air options from Dhalsim right over there. Noobrito does manage to make his way in. He needs just 2 touches, from what I can tell, to effectively end Prince's DI. Oh, the DI gets broken by the EX Fireball from Prince over there. And the dash up does get checked. Prince will convert into the victory there. No, not yet.
Okay. Great teleport idea there. Yes, Prince can breathe slightly freer now. Still in this game, Noobrito still on set point. This is really scary for both players, man. Level 3 is there. Has to play a bit more patient now than he was against the Blanka. OD there. Look at the wait. He knew the teleport was going to come like last round's finish. Just waited and caught that teleport with the light
anti-airs are online for Prince. Prince seems to have been able to set up a zoning mind game over here, and seems to be able to enforce it right now. Let's see.
Yes.
what Noobrito
It
can
always
do
takes a
in
second,
this round.
for both players when a character change happens, but they both need to get used to it.
Yeah, to reorient themselves into the new rules essentially of the matchup, right? And it can help you find your pace once you do get it. But here, Noobrito just needs to win one more round. What kind of risk is he willing to take? Get some clean amount of distance there, but the conversions were not there. But here we go. The overhead does land.
No, look at that. Went for something slightly risky, doesn't get it. But Prince doesn't get a full conversion either. Both players are so low on health. Level 3s for both players could be so valuable right now.
The drive gate
nice.
is being won by Prince.
Okay, look at that. Both players doing fireballs. Another fireball. Is he gonna go in? Lovely jump in from Noobrito. And level 3. Noobrito ekes out the game. 3-1 against Prince. Taking out DevilSim. Now taking out Prince. Going forward into loser semis. Noobrito. What's happening?
Well. Dude, this is
last season. I am expecting a better, more high-level match between these two this time.
Right. Yeah, they have certainly faced each other in the past before, and like they've had. Okay, that's a really cool way to start off the set. an aerial fade.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, lovely catch there. Gets a quick medal in. Is gonna go in? No, not yet.
Tony
Look at that.
with the stand medium punch there. Manages to make E.Honda with that stand heavy kick. Now E.Honda able to pressure with some offense over there. Went for the Kara butt slam once more.
Yes, he's used that option a lot. He's using it more than he's using the command grab Kara. But yeah, gets enhanced hands now. Drive rush in, gets the low connection again. Goes to the command grab after the reset. Good health lead for E.Honda here. Has enhanced hands still. Oh!
Whoa.
Maybe a bit greedy over there. Now in burnout.
Wait,
Nice.
level 2
Stopping the
perhaps on wake
distance.
up. Oh.
Is it there going to be? Just goes to the low and catches him. This could be round 1 for Tony. 2 medals in as well. Not too shabby at all for Tony.
Well played on the resource game by Tony over there. And manages to get a lot of stuff going. His lows are as annoying as ever. From what I can see, E.Honda though going for the Kara butt slam instead of establishing Kara command grab, or like just establishing the stomp itself is kind of, I would say, getting a bit ahead of himself, because you want to establish the command grab and the stomp mind game before doing the butt slam here. Like
Really, yeah, absolutely.
doing it all the way at the end of the set on your own is good. But here, that check worked out all the way.
That was amazing. Perfect parry into the quick level 3. Doesn't want any more scaling than there needs to
didn't
be.
kill.
Maybe could have taken a bit more time, I was gonna say. But yeah, now for E.Honda, is in burnout. Anything could kill, just any special. And great reaction there from E.Honda with the level 1. Has one more in his stock and just catches the jump back. Great awareness from Tony. Gets the first game, putting E.Honda already on the back foot.
Yeah, the ballet kicks worked out really well for him there. It was probably the default option that both players had to worry about, really. Like, Tony had to worry about doing it, and E.Honda had to worry about avoiding it. I'm not sure exactly why Tony went for the overhead after stand medium punch, but oh my god, these command grabs.
Yeah, I think he heard you.
That was a very fast round. What the hell?
Okay, is this going to be another fast round? Really good start for E.Honda. So much damage, and now Tony's in the corner. Manon not particularly known for her defense. Another command grab. It is looking really good for E.Honda. But now doesn't react to the DI. Tony gets a medal in with the command grab. Not the command grab, sorry. And now the command grab, as I was saying it. Thank you for not letting me make the correction just yet. Another command grab. 4 medals in play. Tony, can he take this? And he takes this! 4 medals for Tony. A round apiece. This is looking really good for Manon. Level 3 there. And 4 medals. Both players using their command grabs so freely.
Tony promising fire and fury and hellfire over there was insane. He just went into burnout off of those command grabs and is like, I don't care, I'm winning this round. Like, I just decided to try to channel like protagonist energy or something. Whoa.
No, God. Oh, God. Okay. This is the chance for E.Honda to stay in. Level 3 is not going to get drive back just yet, but within a few frames of the animation ending, E.Honda should be ready to use his drive again. But can he survive that long? Tony going in for the kill and goes for the DI, takes it. I love that animation with the 5 medal. Tony 2 games up on E.Honda and now loses quarterfinals already. Oh, God.
LA RKO, right?
Beyond also the last Indian representation left in this edition of the World Warrior, has the hopes of the nation on his shoulders. Can he bring it back from here? Really scary now.
Well, Tony in that second round of that game pretty much got away with robbery, and it can't be a good feeling to be on the receiving end of that. That was
it felt like
yeah.
It felt like Tony was like, oh, you can do command grabs and get away with it. I guess I can do command grabs and get away with it. So Beyond wins a quick round, putting in all these command grabs, and Tony's like, oh, I can do the same, but better. Because my command grabs keeps getting better every time I start landing it. It gets way scary just mentally once you start landing it, and then you start mixing up everything. Tony also catching so many neutral jumps, so many jump backs, and then converting them into medal conversions as well. Just felt like such confident play from Tony as Manon. I think it felt like confident Manon play against Bihon's Honda. Yeah, I think this is the deciding moment now for Bihon. I wonder if he's thinking about changing characters. But so far we haven't seen that work in the entire event. No character change has led to a reverse 3-0 or a win.
Yeah, so far it hasn't been a successful decision on this day. But hey, it could be that one match that is the outlier. Maybe we have yet to see it, but who knows? I guess we'll find out soon enough.
We'll find out soon.
So over here, really, Tony really playing the mind games back in this sort of like he is a betting man. Okay, first and foremost, from what we can see. So one thing that I found interesting is when he was in that round, basically coming back with those command grabs, where Prince tends to hit you with crouching light kick or a low, he'll read a shimmy if you going back, right? Bihon, after 2 grabs in the corner, tends to go for parry, from what I saw. So they both have a common rule in the sense that the third time you try to come up at me, I'm gonna basically try to stop you, right? Where Prince tended to go for the read on the shimmy, Bihon went for the read on the strike. So it's interesting to me, I guess.
It's a good observation for sure. Yeah.
Maybe if you run this 100 times over, you won't see this pattern. Maybe I'm just honing in on something and there's
you're Charlie from It's Always Sunny pointing at a crazy conspiracy behind you, but it could be.
Maybe. Yeah, yes. But
I'm wondering what the hold up is about right now. Maybe he's taking a second because, as far as I know, I think he had decided to fully commit to the Honda.
Right.
And I would like to see the Honda as well. I feel like he's not. I don't think he's losing because it's Honda versus Marisa. If he takes DJ might be a stronger matchup pick, but is it a stronger character for Bihon? I'm not really sure. But yeah, game 3, 2 games down. It is. You need to throw something at the wall now because so far whatever you're presenting is not getting you the wins, not getting you the W's just yet.
Time is running out, and you have to make a decision moving forward.
Yeah. We're being told that Tony disconnected, maybe some connection issue, but he's gonna be back pretty soon. But yeah, I think.
I heard from somewhere that he was having some freeze issues with the game. And apparently, I don't know, it was the first time he was dealing with it today. I hope he's gotten over it, or I don't know.
Yeah, it's just a part and parcel of the game. Happens, at events, but touch wood, fingers crossed, doesn't happen too much later. I don't think it's happened too much today anyways. I feel like people have figured out how to just keep everything consistent and, keep everything going. But yeah, for when we are back, these moments also, just to talk about meta again as we were before, the Noobrito Prince game, where these disconnects also feel like a change from the momentum that we had before. You know, player that was really in their zone and like winning. Sometimes when the disconnections happen and you come back, one person's resetted, you know, their mentality, and so has the other person, and then it starts going in the other player's favor. And then it has happened with Raihan many times where Raihan is 2-0 down and then suddenly he'll take 5 seconds, 10 seconds, you know, on the character select screen, change character or stick with the same character, come back and pull a reverse 3-0. He's one of those guys that can just be like, oh, I am going to stop your momentum and I'm going to take it forward and I'm going to take the whole thing. So I wonder if that is something that's going to happen today. It has not happened today. There have been no reversals today. Mm-hmm. Once the guy starts winning, they have so far today taken this set. Been a lot of dominant sets. We haven't seen a single 3-2 today. Mm-hmm. So, you know, just through statistics, it is not in E.Honda's favor. It would be the anomaly of the day if E.Honda is able to bring it back. And with that, let's start. Starts with calling out the command grab with the neutral jump. You can take Tony into the corner. Nice damage for E.Honda. Goes to the Oki, butt slam. Oh, catches the catches him with the anti-air headbutt. Nice, another jump out from the command grab. Maybe starting to feel out where Tony likes to use those moves.
Alright, Tony trying to gauge out some distance over here. E.Honda seems to just keep going ham for it. Does not end the game over there. Keeps trying to go for the Kara butt slam, and over here Tony forced to block the DI. Does lose it. And over here it seems like E.Honda has found some new answers, some new timings, and new like tricks to basically employ maybe. But Tony does seem to be a little out of depth, out of nowhere. Perhaps feeling the sting of the call-out he received from trying to go for the command grab very early on.
Could be twice getting caught, and again now behind this round. Okay, let's see, trying to get a medal in. Does 2 medals for Tony. E.Honda just jumps back, trying to create some space again. Has been approaching a lot with the headbutt, as you would as Honda. Okay, I thought almost would be able to call out the parry hold there. Not yet. Okay, that should be a huge punish with the command grab. Nice. Look at that. He's opting for the jump back a lot. You know, doesn't want to stay in for too long. Nice command grab mix in burnout right now, but could also force Tony into that situation. Look at that awareness. Does the air-to-air on the jump back this time with Honda. Oh! Unlucky and drops it! I thought that could have been 8 with the level 3, just not yet. He needs to go in, This is the moment. Yes. Is that a call out? It is. And still be able to end it. Just spends the level 3. Takes a game. E.Honda on the board now. 2-1. E.Honda and Tony in losers quarters. Maybe the change, maybe the break was enough. You know, as I said, for the momentum to start shifting a bit. 2 rounds in a row for E.Honda now.
It does appear as though E.Honda has gotten some sort of mental reset off of that situation over there. And the drive reversal there coming out from Tony. And it's one of those moves where you can't drive reversal is too late, I believe. If you do it too late, E.Honda, the Honda can still block it, I think. But yeah, moving on.
You're right, I've seen that interaction for sure. But yeah, I am definitely seeing the big change in with the E.Honda jump backs. Every time he sees the neutral go back to just balance, he'll just jump back. Okay, catches him with the low, the butt slam doesn't connect. Again with the neutrals, doesn't bite yet. And should get something, not yet. Tony in burnout. Just goes for the simple command grab, won't kill with the low medals.
Overhead.
Just with the overhead, yes. 1 round for Tony, and now on set point. Drive reversal. Good drive reversal there to catch the drive rush.
Ooh, that anti-air was so clean.
Yes, I like that interaction.
One of those more rarer used Manon buttons. It's very useful.
We saw it earlier, I think, in game 1. And E.Honda got caught last time as well because of the side change, I believe. That should be a huge command grab. Look at the damage. Very close to burnout as well. Okay, misses. but nothing yet. Neutral jump, side change gets caught. Tony spends it, takes the round, and with that takes the game. Another 3-1. The stats don't lie. Nobody goes to 3-2 yet in this World Warrior. And Tony sends E.Honda out of the tournament with that small call out. Earlier, and maybe we haven't mentioned in a while, this was the biggest entrance we've had in terms of numbers. 65 entrants for the first event. So yeah, we're happy, and now 4 remain out of those 65, and two of those 4 are the 2 likely seeds to take the whole thing. We have E.Honda on the left with the Akuma, and Badshah went with the Luke in our winners finals.
Shall be rewarded. Alright, so Badshah versus E.Honda has been one of those old classic matches we've had for years at this point. So, oh well, there we go. The heavy knuckle charge stuff worked out against the stand light kick. Badshah with the light lead. Does call
Yeah,
out.
good reaction there on the DP. Another great reaction. Tries to jump back in the corner, gets anti-aired again. Nice, perfect parry. DI is there. Very odd timing, doesn't get caught. Slight health advantage for Badshah here. Okay, goes to the heavy punch, doesn't connect. Catches him with the whiff punish. Drive rush cancel, takes the first round. Must feel good right now for Badshah in winners finals. Has won a couple of interactions there with the whiff punishers. He catches him with the low drive rush cancel. Can take him into the corner now early. Drive rush cancel again. Catches a button with the counter hit.
There's no follow-up there, unfortunately. E.Honda should be able to get a burnout here. Nope.
Yeah, trying to go for one, please. Good jump to avoid the burnout, but E.Honda rushes in, tries to get it anyway.
Punish counter! The crouching medium kick from that range. It's a good block. So the DI that E.Honda did last round, I felt like he did it to basically get himself in space, get out of the corner of it, right? But it didn't pay off, and here we go. The level 3 conversion is there. Badshah has come out straight out of the gate with 2 rounds apiece. Now, here is where it usually gets messy for E.Honda's opponent. E.Honda usually, at this point in the set, comes back with some adaptations that gets the other guy's head to be all scratched up and whatnot. But this is where the $1 million question, so to speak, comes in, right?
Yes, and already a good round start from E.Honda. Goes to the overhead as we've seen in the past, drive rush overhead. Doesn't get the connection there. Nice sand blast. Catches him with a buff punish. I'm liking the light kicks, standing light kicks from E.Honda's Akuma. Yeah. Okay, nice. Gets some space. Pushes E.Honda back. Both players in the center now. Nice medium kick, crouching medium kick conversion. Goes in the corner now. Slightly low on drive. I wonder how he's going to use it. Catches him trying to do the OD sand blast. Okay, nice. Good damage. Level 1. Gonna take some drive away. Okay, oh, look at that!
Punished it with 10 HP.
Yeah, he's got whiff punished himself. First round for E.Honda so far.
E.Honda whiffed a button to get Badshah to whip his own button there. So it was pretty much one of those classic footsie tricks that they teach you on resources like Footsie Handbook. Oh, there we go! Badshah able to again catch E.Honda on the button like he did in the last game, where he just charges up heavy kick in the middle of one of his strings. His opponent has gotten really used to pressing a button at a certain timing, and they just eat a punish counter. But
yeah, nice use there of OD Sandblast. Now drive rushes in with light medium punch. Slightly low on drive, both players. This is going to be a huge conversion with the level 3. Badshah in burnout. E.Honda gets his drive back. This health lead is scary now. Is he going to go in with the drive rush? No, just with the specials and taking so much. That's going to be the end of this game. 1 game apiece, E.Honda. As you mentioned earlier, the first game, yeah, sometimes the other player wins, but right after E.Honda does start putting his cards on the table. And with that, it's 1-1 already. Good 2 rounds in a row, yeah.
Yeah, has the download already been completed? This is what we have.
Okay, just goes in with the overhead drive rush now in the corner. Just a simple grab is gonna just dash in, try to do his Oki, but gets caught by Badshah's crouching lights there.
If E.Honda is doing drive rush overhead on you, he has gotten comfortable in the he has gotten comfortable in the set. You don't let your guard down from here onwards.
Yeah, nice jump out from Badshah to get out of the corner there. Catches him with a nice combo as well. Has some health, no health lead yet, but some drive lead now. Baits out the DP and another round in SI-Onic's favor. That was such insanely tight spacing from SI-Onic to bait that out in that moment. In the corner, himself being in the corner, that too. Crazy stuff. Okay, fireballs in. Nice perfect parry. Tries to throw back the Sandblast. Another OD fireball from Bachamiya. Sorry, from SI-Onic. Both players aren't jumping too much on each other. I think they respect their ability to anti-air a lot. They're not going to miss that too much. Nice. Just stick, throw, grab. Yeah.
With the basics over here, Bachamiya looking to fight his way back in with the parries. SI-Onic seems to have gotten a leg up on the fireball timing. Seems to be giving Bachamiya a reason to have caution in his movements. Now SI-Onic goes the distance with an adamant claim, does not go for anything crazy after that. No EXGPs, no raw supers, and Bachamiya really not getting the best of all of these touches he's landing on SI-Onic. Does defend the level 3 over there. Bachamiya with his back to the wall does have the chance to make some sort of read to get back.
No! Can he make it in time? No, doesn't get the punish. Bachamiya still living, low on health, doesn't have the super anymore, and also very low on drive, and fends it with the parry. Now it's all in SI-Onic. Another round, 4 rounds in a row, another game for SI-Onic. 2-1. SI-Onic Bachamiya in the winners finals. Suddenly it becomes, you know, SI-Onic's game again. And it happens before you know it, and happens so quickly.
Yeah. Here, over in this round, Bacha had a chance to possibly come back, but it just didn't work out for him. It seems like it's going the same old route. We all wish for something different here. I'm pretty sure I speak for most of the FGC over here, the greater FGC, if you will.
Yes.
We all want to see something new come out from Bachamiya.
You want the underdog to win, right? Usually you want the underdog to have that underdog story and take the whole thing. But it's not over yet. ODF fireballs from SI-Onic. Goes in, gets caught with the crouching medium kick. Let's see, we should be in the corner very soon.
Already we see some hesitation on the DP from Bachamiya. With earlier Demon Flip or Demon Raid options gave him some pause, made him not want to DP the air fireball. Unless I misunderstand it, unless Luke just does not get DP in that interaction. Anyways, Bachamiya coming back over here this time. He is there. SI-Onic fighting back, fighting his way out. Has barely more than a bar drive.
Look at that!
The
crosscut there, such great reactions from Bachamiya, such clean inputs. Now has a great health lead, going in with the light conversion and taking a round. Good stuff from Bacha, good round from Bacha, absolutely. And great reactions as well. He's playing hot right now. Another good round start, taking him to the corner early. I think that was a safe jump set up. Okay, gets out. Good for SI-Onic right now. We're back in the center. Both players can now start contesting each other. Look at the charge on that. Another OD reversal in the middle of Bacha trying to press buttons. Such low drive gauges on both ends.
Oh, there we go. Bachamiya in burnout this time. Not sure why that jump was necessary. It does not seem to have the same magic jump that his peers, such as Noobrito and Tony, do have. SI-Onic still has a chance at ending this game in particular to win the set.
My god, set point, level 3 is gone though. Bachamiya still has his level 3, mild advantage on his side. Let's see how this starts. Starts with the air fireball, nice perfect parry. Almost good jump in, great perfect parry. Should get some nice corner carry here. A lot of fireballs, lovely OD Sandblast to counter that. Tries to represent the drive rush overhead. Tick throw doesn't work right there. Both players in center now. Bachamiya slightly low on drive. Okay, fireballs coming out still. Both players slightly playing defense. Oh, that could have been a possible conversion. Yeah, he pressed too early in the air. Got a bit excited there.
Huge jump in over there that he missed out on by messing up the input. Bachamiya needs to watch out over here. Possibly has to convert just to get some drive gauge back. and he shall consume it towards that end. He will have to think about this next interaction coming up. It's not going to be free for him.
Not at all. This is it. These are those moments where you can see. Oh, look at the lovely whiff punish from Badshah. Might not get a huge conversion. Doesn't have any supers here. Ionic does now, so his health lead he could just make up to any hit. Now look at the catch on the drive rush. Badshah and Mia is not out yet. We're going to a game 5. It's not over till it's over. Are we going to see a different story today from Badshah? I love the Badshah we're seeing in game 4. More of this. Such close games, high level games between both of these players right now.
Alright, it is going to the last game over here. The crouching light kick does work out for him. Catches the walk back, the heavy flat knuckle with punish already there. The DP punish unfortunately still not here. Ionic has been getting away with those. Ionic does not, however, do the DP punish over there that other Akuma players would have gotten on. The anti-air over there. The drive gauge game is being played. Badshah Mia is on the negative part of that, unfortunately, on the receiving end of the chip.
Absolutely, and lower on health as well, lower on drive. This round is Ionic's to win and gets the hit. Drive rush is in with the light. Look at the pressure again. Drive rush with the light. Doesn't get, tries to catch the drive rush, gets hit. Now Badshah Mia gonna beat some space for himself. Charges up the special. Look at this. Now the DI gets countered in the last frame. Ionic on set point in our winners finals. Oh god. Great round from both players actually. I really liked how they both conserved their drive, but Ionic just eats it out that much more.
Now,
okay, both players playing
Ionic has adapted his defense. He's not falling for the light and he's not falling for the charged heavy flat knuckle anymore. So far, it seems like Ionic has figured out the rhythm and pace by which he's defending at Badshah Mia. Badshah Mia right now, feeling like he has to make something happen. The pressure is on him to get the next touch, to get the ball rolling. Both sides have level 3. He tried to dash up and catch Ionic, trying to perhaps do a delayed button, perhaps trying to fish for a counter hit over on that front. But edging back and forth, Badshah Mia lands the conversion, goes for the super, will be starting the next interaction off with full bars of drive gauge going off, perhaps. Almost there.
Okay. Yeah, spends it as well to keep the pressure going. Nice, doesn't go for the check on the drive rush with the light. Ionic trying to bait something out. You can see the hesitation in both players to do something too committal, you know. You are playing now, it is the game 5. Ionic is on set point. Slightly lower on drive, slightly lower on health as well. This is 30 seconds left now on the clock. This is the longest I think we've seen the round go in a while. Catches him trying to catch drive rush. Again, spends the cancel to get some more. And
DDG comes out. Badshah Mia taking this to the last game, last round. Refusing to let Anik just have another chapter in his story where he gets 3-1 or 3-0. Ionic though stepping it up, making sure that we're all very aware that he is the last boss of this region. Ionic trying to inch forward a little bit with a crouching medium kick. Badshah Mia gets called out. This could be the end. Ionic with the level 3 to close it out on the missed meaty. Unfortunately, Badshah Mia will be going down to losers here on.
oh man.
So close.
It was so close, still it wasn't. Everything felt like it was going. It was so competitive. It was so close. Now you're playing this player you haven't really beaten before, and it is the Luke against the Manon. Badshah versus Tony in our losers finals. Let's see how they're gonna start us off. Nice sandblast neutral, gets 2 hits in. Tries to go for the perfect parry, gets 1. Tries to go for the pressure with the drive rush cancel and the crouching medium kick.
Both players are really fond of their crouching light kick, light punch type of strings, but they both use them for very different purposes. Badshah will try to use it to set up a grab in some other interactions, and same with Tony, but Badshah's trying to be able to set up his heavy flash knuckles, whereas Tony is trying to get his opponent to stop walking back.
Ooh, look at that! Great spacing, catches Tony. Tony jumps out, lovely jump out from the corner. Okay, gets the overhead. Goes in with the drive rush. Nice health lead, 2 medals for Tony as well. Drive rush is out, jumps out, gets caught with a walk under as we talked about. And 1 more medal and a round for Tony. Really good start.
Right. That's gonna be the first round over here for Tony. This is a lead for him, and he definitely has a good chance to seize control of the mind games, the adaptation game, the read game, as it were. Tony right now.
Also interesting approach from Bacha versus Ionic, you know. SI would move backwards slightly, but Bacha Mia going a lot for the neutral drive rushes to continue pressure. Now Tony in corner, getting hit with the buttons. Let's see again, the lights connect. Goes for the he just gets the grab. Nice health lead. Another button connects, getting a lot of value through that, but 4 medals. Nice command grab from Tony. Slightly walks in, goes for the crouching medium punch. Any connection right now for Bacha will be the round. Tony has to play very careful. Lovely whiff punish. Goes in. What are we gonna see?
Reset. Wow. Well, he got in a whiff punish on Luke's 10 medium kick. That normal is not easy to whiff punish whenever you feel like. So
yeah, and with medal 4, damage boost on the level 3. Gets
the
that
reset off of that.
Yes, first game for Tony. Really good start.
So in matchups like this, just as like we saw with the E.Honda and Honda, the E.Honda and Prince matchup, right? You basically have, you continue a conversation from earlier on, and you don't know where it started or whatnot. But perhaps that reset works because Bacha, when he gets hit by that reset, he normally gets hit by command grab, perhaps. So maybe that was something Tony was cognizant of, and he decided to abuse with a strike right away. You know, maybe a delayed strike as well. I don't recall. Anyways, a DI burnout over here. Guess Bacha Mia, the slight life lead. Tony not really able to get some sort of command grab rolling off of that. Didn't really try though, but looks like no level.
Yeah, misses. I think misses the timing, so couldn't get a super in. But either way, takes the round. Yeah, 1 round now. Bacha, I think playing slightly stronger this round as well. Catches another good counter hit. A lot of the value coming from counter hits so far. Just goes for the DDT OD. Nice grab, huge health lead. Goes in with the drive rush, a lot of pressure, anti-air DP. Now Tony in the corner, no medals yet, no extra medals more than the one he started with, of course. Level 3, Bacha could get 1 hit in and end this round. And this is that moment. And the level 3, quick game from Bacha Mia, 1 game apiece in our losers finals.
Yeah, the set Bacha had against Ionic was the only FT3 that went 5 games today. And it looks like now it's Bacha's turn to try the adaptation game with the enough for him. Let's see if Tony's able to adapt back over here.
Yes.
Honestly,
it feels like with Manon you really need, that good start, the good first round where you can get some medals in. Otherwise it's too much pressure to do it later. Nice drive rush to cover the space. Perfect parry. Is gonna get that medal right now. Has a bunch of drive on his hands. Nice. Look at the amount of pressure on the block. Lovely spacing there from Tony. Can just play it out, kind of patient right now. Drive rushes in, a lot of neutral drive rushes from Bacha Mia to cover the space. Nice whiff punish with the anticipation. Goes in, nice plus. Catches the dash back. Pens all the meter. Is it gonna go into a super? No, just goes to the TP for now. Good option. Both players on equal health with Bacha in burnout. Catches the move, yeah, catches the overhead. Catches it again. Couldn't spend, but catches him on wake up, not defending. 1 round again for Bacha Mia.
Yeah, that spin getting caught by Bacha has been pretty insane. There, crossing right kick. Yeah, answered over there. That string that Tony likes to go for. And the level 1 over here with the side switch. Bacha Mia still has a lead on the drive gauge. Not sure what exactly he's been trying to DI there, but perhaps he's trying to throw things out there to hide his own tracks, to make himself harder to read on the part of the opponent.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Just some amount of like options. What? Was
What?
that?
Whoa!
What a call out! I had no anticipation for a button on wake up, but yes, takes the round essentially from the jaws of defeat. Now
I'm
Tony
gonna-
in burnout.
Yeah, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that level 3 was a continuation of some conversation from a previous game somewhere. Because
Could be, and-
really, because this is not like Baksha to wake up with a level 3. I'm gonna have to tell you, but yeah, here we go. Baksha up 2-1 over here.
And that was the decider, absolutely. Nice whiff punish there. Tony gets an early medal. Good round start. Let's see if he can take this thing forward. Nice walk. Under gets a nice punish counter as well. Try to go for another one, but no cigar
Yeah.
yet.
Try to bait out some sort of EXDP or something there from Baksha, I feel, on Tony's part. Oh no, whiff punish on the standing heavy punch from
But
Luke.
good catch on the drive rush cancel there. Slightly low on drive. Wow! I really was expecting a DP. That
Oh,
should be a huge punish. Let's
A bit
see what
much,
we're gonna
yeah.
see. Nice, gets 3 medals in the activated. Nice health lead as well. Bachamia slightly low on drive. Goes again with the walk under and takes the round. Tony in game 4. Nothing's over yet. 3 medals so good right now for Manon. 1 round up at least.
Right? Crushing immediately gets blocked. Tony's been trying to set that up, trying to condition with it, but I'm not exactly sure to what end he's trying to condition Baksha with it. Now Baksha does not have any level 3s or anything to capitalize majorly on that. Trying to play a very scrappy game, so to speak, and there
Absolutely.
he does get DI'd on the heavy.
Look at that sequence, man. The side chain. Oh, unfortunate. Level 3. Is it gonna put Tony in burnout? I feel
Burnout,
like at
yeah.
least very close.
Yeah, very
Yes, just a sliver left, and now Bacha can force it. And he does. Tony gets DI'd, wall splat. 1 round apiece now. Bacha on set point.
Indeed. Baksha just needs one more round to end this over here and to move on to grand finals. Well, Tony has to establish momentum for himself. You could always go to the 5th game and then be a round up and then have the chance to watch your opponent squirm. But for now, it has to be Tony on the receiving end of these mix-ups. His back is to the wall. He's gonna have to come up with something big, claw his way out of this mess he's gotten himself
Look
into
at
as
the
that GP.
reaction.
Like I said, Tony tends to jump a lot when he gets more desperate, when he feels like he has been figured out. He will go for that gamble to try to fight his way out. Tony, cautiously blocking.
Yes, fighting for his tournament life now. Bachamia does have the level 2. Tony has the level 3 with 4 medals. It's not over, can bring it back with some good, as you said, the jump-ins. They're getting desperate and the drive rush cancel overhead. Bachamia takes Tony out. 3-1 in the losers final. The guy to select screen in the back end.
There
And with
we
that,
go.
we get into our grand finals for our first event. Is it going to be the usual victor in E.Honda or is it going to be Bachamia finally changing the entire narrative? Luke versus Akuma.
Alright, E.Honda once again starting off with a few scattered sprinklings of the stand light kick. And really that's been, yeah, whenever he starts to push these conversations, he'll start off sort of like dipping his toes a bit in stand light kick, some forward medium kick action with the teeth, but there we go, E.Honda coming back. Gets interrupted on the Adam
was-
flame,
That was really
and
good.
heavy fun.
It shows that small adaptation again. Now good health lead and drive lead from Bachamia. Doesn't catch the dive kick, but this is his game to win. Neutral drive rush into the first round for Bachamia. Good start. This is what we want to see. Show us this again. Show us that you know this matchup so well that you do clearly.
Alright, the trade over there on the drive rush once again.
Yeah.
E.Honda comes up to grab him. Akuma's forward grab is very much like, I don't know, it looks like someone who's just pissed. He's just like, get your head out over here. It's like there's something weird about the way he just grabs you, right?
Absolutely.
There's so much passion in it. Anyways, blocking 3 fireballs back to back. Bacha trying to enforce some mix is
Yeah,
denied.
good air to air there to keep him in the corner. Now level 3, not yet. Does have a good enough health lead, maybe saving the super, was going for the normal overhead. The boldness gets caught into Bacha Mia's own level 3. Good amount of drive back. Both players are going to be left in about equal health. Either player can take this, but who's it going to be? Look at that!
And
Bacha Mia going for a cheeky overhead, but E.Honda ready with the ODDP. Calls him out for the drive rush cancel. Takes him around, catches him finally on the drive rush. So far it's just been trades that have not been going anywhere. He still is going for it and got his first one. Bacha Mia slightly on the back foot.
Has been very happy to do these drive rushes over and over for a fair bit at a certain timing, but E.Honda starting to catch them out here and there. Bacha Mia willing to show that he's willing to keep on experimenting with those jump timings. Here comes the level 3. E.Honda is gonna have Bacha Mia in burnout with a massive life deficit.
There he goes. Counter hit on wake up. Gets the first game, E.Honda. Oh god.
It seems like
E.Honda.
Yep.
He turns up, he just turns up when he does, but it's not even close to over. Let's see what happens in our game 2. Good conversion from Bacha Mia there. Was waiting for a button to whiff punish. Lovely jump in. This is going to be some good damage into some good Oki for Bacha.
Bacha Mia improving.
Doesn't get anything yet.
Did not get too many notable jumps in their last set, but this time we get a good read on his fireball. E.Honda finding his way out, still with a massive drive and life deficit, but not so much for the drive anymore as parries just fixed that.
Oh, look at that. Lovely catch from Bacha Mia. Nice health lead. Can he convert this? Has E.Honda in the corner as well. Okay, E.Honda escapes. Look at the bold charge. Great jump in from Bacha Mia. Takes another round against E.Honda. Just needs to keep this going, convert these rounds into games. This is the moment. This is where you make these rounds count.
Well, Bacha Mia is showing a solid amount of intentionality that he has not shown in the past before. I have to say that he's been more willing to go interaction for interaction or blow for blow, that sort of scrappy spirit that you want to see in these sorts of David and Goliath situations here. Will spend the level 3 in order to get that drive gauge back. Certainly seems a better decision than the level 3 usage of game just prior to this. The DI does get parried, no perfect though, no grab yet, no punish on the target combo it seems.
No, this can be scary.
Yeah.
E.Honda's level 3. He's gonna get some health lead, but still is gonna stay in burnout for a bit. Bacha with just a sliver of drive, which will go away any. Okay! Lovely spaced jump there, baits out a DP. A game for Bacha Mia on the board. Really looking good. Nothing's over yet, Bacha. Keep going. 2 rounds in a row for the second game. Lovely perfect parry there on the light drive rush. Catches the drive rush this time and takes Bacha to the corner. Slightly low on drive. Doesn't catch him jumping out. Neither this time with the dive kick.
The road ahead
DP.
is long, but is laden with many fruits should you succeed, is what I would say to Bacha right now.
A road of 1,000 miles starts with 1 step. It's that, you know?
Yes. Every triumph is like gonna restore his spirit if he gets along with it.
Oof, great catch again on the drive rush. E.Honda getting more and more consistent with guessing what Bacha will go for with his drive rushes, and just with that simple throw gets a round in game 3.
Alright, E.Honda unwilling to let up the pressure, refusing to need that adaptation space afforded by being in winners. He just wants to end it straight away over here. Now, I'm not sure if these are input errors coming out on both sides over here, but oh well, that DP cut he was simply prepared for, and now Anik adapting back to those heavy knuckles with that jump back. it does not seem as if Basha was ready for that right over there.
Okay, not a safe jump setup. Yeah, gets DP'd. I thought that might be because going for a jump there. Okay, catches him. This should be the round level 3. A round apiece in our game 3. This is looking good. E.Honda, of course, is going to get his level 2 pretty soon. Maybe a level 3 if the round goes long enough. So Bacha needs the conversion. He needs it quick in this round. He wants to take him quick to the corner. He's had some good jump-ins. But I wonder if he's going to get them. Gets hit by the fireball there on the neutral jump. Nice. Gets hit again with the OD. Charges it up. Is able to block that OD sandblast. Jump in is going to get caught with the level 1.
That was interesting. Not sure. Okay. E.Honda gets him in the corner once again. What'll it be? Is the blender coming up? Is the mixer and the heavy knuckle whip is gotten a tad predictable. It is the higher level equivalent of the heavy kick whiffs we saw earlier in the day. Now, it's heavy knuckle whipping. E.Honda 1 round away from tournament point. Will the song remain the same or will Bacha be able to adapt back? Taking a breather, perhaps rightfully so.
Yes, perhaps I think I need one as well. Yeah. It's getting tense, man. I think these games are just as close as what we saw in the winners finals. You know, it's really hard to call it. It seems like in the first game, you know, SI took a round Bacha took a round and he ran away with it. Then SI took a round and then he ran away with it. Then he took a round again and he ran away with it. It feels like whoever's getting it early is the player to take, you know, the rest of it. I wonder if this is a moment where we see the Akuma mirror. Maybe this is a breather, which is, as you said, you need the breather. This is Grand Finals. There's a long road, as you said, but it's not a long road possibly for SI. You know, it might be a quick night for SI right now. By ending it, this game 4 could be the end of the night for SI, and he keeps.
Akuma mirror. You called it.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Right. Why not? Akuma mirror in the Grand Finals, game 4. Bacha, show us what you have with this character.
Try to go for the perfect parry sweep. Was unfortunately not able to do anything about it on Bacha's side. Overhead does get interrupted. The trade. E.Honda, one more hit for him is going to be the round here.
Oh god, I see the chat going, no, Bacha Mia, and I feel the same. Quick first round for E.Honda now on tournament point.
Well then, Bacha looking to set up his whiffs on that over there. Unfortunate drop on E.Honda's part, but this is Bacha's chance. You don't want to win this way, but when you've been given the route, you're not gonna throw it back at your opponent's face. You're gonna definitely just try to capitalize off of it. Okay, the back throw right over there. E.Honda has a chance to pressure him all the way to the end over here. The throw loop is not looking good for Bacha right now. I wouldn't want to be in this situation, and there is the level 2. Here comes.
Oh no, he's gonna get an extension on this. Is there an extension that ends? Not yet. Not yet, but a huge health lead for E.Honda, and just with a simple crouching medium kick, takes another round, taking the game 4, taking the tournament. E.Honda is the winner for your first World Warrior event in our Season 3 for South Asia. And as you said, the song remains the same. 3-1 in our Grand Finals.
We could have wished for many different outcomes over here, but unfortunately Bacha had his chance in the set prior to this to get himself some breathing space. But here,
someone called Doctor Strange, man, because of all the possibilities, it seems like there is one possibility. But it's a small possibility where you take all these games, all these rounds and finish them and finish them against E.Honda and take these games, but tonight's not the night. It is a 3-1, and also look at how he ended the game. It was a comeback victory in the round. Played so patient, played so confident, and just in the end with the crouching medium kick, converting everything, taking I think maybe his 10th World Warrior win. I can't even say 9th World Warrior win. Yeah.
Something to that effect. There was one World Warrior that Shadowkin won and one World Warrior that
Tony won.
Yeah.
But the regional finals, both times SI won. So I think
Yeah.
that's 10 events already. So
Yep.
this is the 11th
Right.
World Warrior win for Ionic. Look at the gap. There's the number one player who's won 11 times, and then there's two players tied for second with one win apiece in World Warrior. The
Yeah.
gap, it doesn't seem to be contracting. On the other hand, it actually seems to be expanding with each event in Ionic's hands.
It's just how it is. You have to get the lead against Ionic, and you have to send him to losers. And even if he's in losers, there's still a chance he's gonna, like, I don't know, mega adapt against you and win 2 sets back to back. So you can't be going into this set in from losers. Like, you're forced to play more desperate, and he can just play more chill. And even then, he might just refuse you that 1 set win, even like in grand finals over here. So it's just, you know, like, it's really easy for me to say this. I realize, just win, just send him to loser,
just beat him, my guy.
Yeah, just
but
beat him.
It doesn't happen. And with that, we're done with our first event. Our top 8 was absolutely amazing. We had Ionic versus Tony in winners, Prince versus Bachamiya, all these great matches. We have DevilSim at 7th today for our event, tied 7th with 50-50. Then in 5th place, we have Prince and E.Honda, who both were sent out in our losers quarterfinals. Then, of course, very unfortunate, Noobrito had to DQ, couldn't play the losers semifinals, getting out at 4th, sending Tony forward to losers finals, who lost against Bachamiya, getting out at 3rd, and then finally Bachamiya getting out at 2nd, leaving only one name in the hat, SI Onyx, the winner of our first event. So thank you so much for sticking around and watching. This, of course, means 50 points for Ionic, 40 points for Bachamiya, 35 for Tony, 30 for Noobrito, 25 apiece for E.Honda and Prince, and 20 apiece for 50-50 and DevilSim.
Right. I mean, when you think about Noobrito, like, all things considered, and Doctor Strange and everything, you know, considered, it's like there was a universe where he could have gone to grand finals and showed us something very new, you know? But